Hi, I'm Zachary Fowler of Fowler's Makery and Mischief, and winner of Alone Season 3, and you're watching Jami and I react to Alone Season 4, Episode 6, right? You ready?
6.
Episode 6. Here we go. This episode has been brought to you by Fowler's Makery and Mischief.com, t-shirts, slingshots, shovels, and the new survival bracelets from WAZOO and Fowler Orange, linked below and at the end. The chop and the wind was even more in Patagonia. It's like the water doesn't even look that bad right now. But when I was out there in Patagonia, days of wind blowing and that chop, the waves were like bigger than what they have. It was hardcore.
Hardcore.
And it was hard to catch fish during that time.
Hard to fish.
But they're wishing they had a shovel now so they could trench out around their shelter.
We are officially on the verge of being flooded. We can't stay
On the verge.
They've been flooded.
They've been flooded.
They've done been flooded.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
They're gonna need to move their shelter. Not choppy that water is.
I know, they are so, they got the
crap. They got the Fowler spot.
Yeah.
It's sunny, but
They got the
it's not good.
Yeah, Larry, the Fowler, the whatever you want to call it. They drew the short straw.
Yeah, they did.
I saw people complaining about this on Twitter. Just make your best choice.
Well, and there's no way to know that there's going to be a super high tide coming that's going to reach all the way up to their shelter. They probably thought that they were safe.
And the evidence of, you know, what happens like 4 times a year, those kind of tides for 2 days or 3 days in a row, is not something that's like a giant marker of flooded up stuff continually. So you might not have been able to see that evidence when you built your shelter.
He's trying to talk his brother into tapping out. He's already made his mind up. He's just trying to convince his brother it's the right thing to do.
I think he's trying to talk himself into it just as much as...
start doing some thinking about it.
No, I'd love to see him push through it, you know.
Next scene, cut to a boat. Called it!
Fairly reasonable prediction because they were having a miserable time since his brother got there. Like, it's been bad weather, they have an exposed area, they're not catching stuff like the others are. It's just, the fishing isn't as good there. Good effort, guys, good effort.
If I don't catch a fish, I might just, I don't know, stab myself in the face.
These guys go from wise to just like wise cracker. I so know what that, I can't, he just lost his fish because you lift the pole out of the water and they tend to jump off the hook because the flapping and it breaks free, rips free of where the hook is attached. And I did that once early on and then once later on when I had 2 lines tangled, and I was so unhappy that day. I was so hungry. He doesn't have much space to work, and I think that's why he did that, but I always try to drag it across the water and then up onto the land without lifting the pole out of the water. They got so many pieces of net, they should be making like landing nets too. You know, maybe even just try dip netting, who knows.
We just need a fish real bad.
Was putting an addition on the shelter?
I was kind of thinking about doing is digging a trench all the way around and then standing the logs up stockade. Then all you'd have to do is you'd have to lash the top.
It's dig.
To 4
He didn't bring a shovel. They brought a bar of soap and a washcloth.
Nobody knows what anybody brought because they haven't told anybody. There's no YouTube videos, there's no list on the internet.
Really?
Nothing. Nope, it's just what we see people carrying around.
Weird.
But they could use an Indian digging stick or something.
He's got a little clamshell resin cooker. This is so cute.
Spread it out as thin as possible. And I put a fresh layer of cedar on top.
All I could think of is that Cookie Monster.
Come on, come on!
I can't believe it walked right up to their fire.
I know, it's like, I want to be warm. I'm gonna go get warm.
His brother's like, wait, we'll keep it as a pet. And he's like, lunch.
Oh my.
These guys,
What the? This is a green-winged teal. These are really good eating ducks. It just walked right into my cat bar, and I grabbed my freaking tilly hat and just smacked it and killed it with my hat. It's unbelievable.
wow, that was pretty cool.
That was a good episode.
I mean, those Jim and Ted's Excellent Adventure is taking a turn for the better this time. They're wow, you know.
They all seem to be doing better, except for the Wilkes.
The Wilkes brothers, that was hard to. I was sad to see them go about day 14.
Day 14.
Yeah, they talked themselves pretty much into it. Both of them kind of did. You know, the one brother didn't talk the other brother out of it, and the other brother talked the other brother into it, and neither of them wanted to hurt the other one's feelings, and they kind of mutually decided it was time, I guess. It was pretty cool. There's some pretty cool stuff going on there. Brooke in her shelter.
I like that duck.
That was
walking up to the fire.
like, what are the odds of that? What do you think? He just wanted to be hungry? I mean, not hungry. He just wanted to be warm, and he was like.
Maybe the fire threw it off.
The light.
The light from the fire.
Like light and warmth.
It disoriented it.
Or mesmerized it.
I doubt it had anything to do with the warmth.
Mesmerized it. So wow, that was an awesome episode. I'm gonna do my thing, teleport on up out of here to a new location, and we'll talk about it more there. Whoa, look at that. Wow. I just can't, wow. Hi, I teleported a long ways this time and rained to a rainstorm. It looks like starting to happen all the way here in Rutland, Vermont, or up on top of Deer's Leap. So I don't have long before it starts raining too much here. What a show, what an amazing show. Jim and Ted's Excellent Adventure, nailing it, catching all those fish. The duck that walked into their camp, I can't believe that. And the tides are so high there. Sam and his dad, totally suffering, but they look like they're just high enough they're safe. I don't know they could have predicted that because it's a random thing that, not so much a random thing, but it happens every so often.
At new moon, the Earth, Moon, and Sun are in a line. The moon's tidal force aligns with the sun's, reinforcing it. This means we get an extra high tide and an extra low tide on Earth. Not only that, the moon orbits the Earth on an ellipse. When it's closest to us, we feel a stronger effect. If that also happens at new or full moon, we get an added kick to the spring tides. This is called the Proxygian tide and can lead to flooding in low-lying areas.
Proxygian spring tide plus lots of rain equals unhappy camper, and that may be what we're seeing these guys go through.
So wow, the weather is really killing these guys, and it's getting to me too.
I'm melting! Oh, what a world!
What a day. I gotta film quick here before I lose my camera to the rain. Then we see Brooke and her husband. They look like they got a great plan of that cabin that's gonna come out so cool. I hope they can make it. Sounds like they're struggling with, Brooke is struggling a lot with the energy. So, you know, and they're catching the fish, and they've had that duck. So, I don't know. I mean, it was such a good episode. There's not a lot to say. I'm getting wet. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Fowler out.